me love, one taught me patience, one taught me pain. I'm so amazing that I'm lost. Mercy, look what I done. Look what you taught me, yeah. Thank you, next. Thank you, next. Thank you, next. I'm so fucking grateful for my thank you, next. Thank you, next. Thank you, next. I'm so fucking sad with no friends. I really don't hurt them. Plus I'm not someone else. We haven't done it.
Hey y'all, it's Ashley at Bookish From, and I am here to do the thank you next book tag, clearly from the intro. And just so you guys know, like, I am not like a stan for Ariana Grande, but lately her music has been really good, and I thought the video concept for thank you next was just amazing. If you haven't seen it, definitely check that video out if you're like a fan of 2000s like contemporary type films. And I'm gonna leave it at that, just in case you haven't seen it, because I don't want to spoil it, because I thought the video concept was really cute. So the thank you next book tag was created by Jenny at This Story Ain't Over, and it is such a creative and great book tag. If you haven't seen it, I'll be linking her original video down in the description box below. So she used the song as kind of a reference point or influence to create these questions, and it is called the thank you next book tag. So I'm going to go ahead and start with the questions. The questions will also be down in the description box just in case anybody else wants to do the tag. So the first question is, name a book that you said thank you next to, meaning this is a book that you DNF'd. And the book that I DNF'd is not one that a lot of people on BookTube are probably familiar with. It is called The Chosen Prince by Diane Stanley, and I actually have been listening to this one on audiobook because it was a South Carolina Book Award nominee, and I was just making my way through the list, and I was like, ooh, I've never heard of this one, I'll try it out. Oh my gosh, it was so dry and boring. Like, I have never read a middle grade book that was just that awful. Like, it was just trash. It was so bad, and I was like, I am no longer wasting my time on this, so I definitely went ahead and DNF'd it. The next question or set of questions is related to Ariana's 3 lines in the song where she says, like, one taught me love, one taught me pain. Yeah, that 3-line segment. So she says, name a book that taught you love, name a book that taught you patience, and name a book that taught you pain. So I have 3 separate books for this, and they're probably not going to be what a lot of people expected. So the book that I chose that taught me love is Nana by Ayazawa, and this manga really has taught me love, and not in the conventional sense of like a romantic relationship, but love between 2 friends, and how complicated that love can be, how beautiful that love can be, and how fulfilling that love can be, and how heartbreaking too it can be if that love is ever challenged or lost. And it's beautiful. Like, the love between the 2 nanas is so pure, so innocent, so just, I don't even, like, it's just, I don't have the words. Like, I'm stuttering over my own words because I don't have the words, because it's just the most beautiful thing ever to see these 2 young women become completely enamored with each other and want to do nothing but help build each other up and help guide each other through their day-to-day issues. It's just such a powerful manga. As I always say, outside of Food Wars, this is definitely my second pick for favorite manga of all time. The next book that I have here is a book that taught me patience, and it's Sister Souljah's The Coldest Winter Ever. And patience in the sense of not even in length, but one of the characters, Winter, taught me what happens when you don't have patience and when you don't go about doing things the right way because you can't be patient. And she rushed a lot of things. She was not patient for a lot of things. She did not listen. She was hard-headed, and she faced some pretty serious consequences as a result of not doing what she was supposed to. So this definitely taught me to be a patient person. It's something I still struggle with on a day-to-day basis, as with, I mean, most people. But this is definitely a true testament to what happens when you're not patient. The book that taught me pain was Speak by Lori Halls Anderson, and I don't want to delve into why this book taught me pain because I don't know how many of you guys have actually read this book, and I don't want to spoil it for anyone, but not even a portion, this whole book really taught me what it's like to experience pain and to hold it in and to not say anything, and how your healing process truly only begins when you learn how to speak. The next question is, name a book that you loved at the time of reading, but in hindsight you do not like as much anymore, but you still learn some other quality from. So for that, I chose The Help by Catherine Stockett, and this was a book that I read maybe like 2 years ago that I did relatively enjoy, and I thought it was really good. But in hindsight, there are a lot of issues with this. It's once again, it's kind of the trope of Black people not being able to save themselves, and they need someone to save them. I'm not going to say that that was Catherine Stockett's intention, but that's exactly how the text came off to me now, being older and looking at it again. But I did learn some interesting things from it. My great-grandmother actually was the help at one point in her life, so it was interesting to see that reflected in a textual sense. But also it helped me kind of realize how much people don't know, because it was not as calm and as cutesy as people like to make it out to be. I don't need to say cutesy, is not the right word. It wasn't as easygoing as sometimes it's portrayed. Like, I know, like, racism, you know, white women not really dealing well with Black women, that, but also there were a lot of darker things that happened when Black women were the help, and they're not really discussed in this book. It's not really touched upon, and I think the movie kind of romanticizes it a little bit more than what it should be, because there's definitely a darker and deeper side to the help than what is characterized in this book. Question number 7 is to name a book that you're currently talking to. Basically, you have the hots for. So a book that I am currently reading that I have the hots for is Dread Nation by Justina Ireland. This book is fast moving. It's so interesting. I love the incorporation of Reconstruction period and zombies, which I would have never put the two of those things together, but Justina Ireland has actually made it work, and I'm really enjoying it. I'm only 109 pages in, but my goodness, I feel like this is just, if I actually had the time outside of work, this is such a quick and interesting read. Question number 8 is name a book that's gonna last, and it's The Book of You, the book that helped you love yourself a little bit more. And the book that I chose for that question, surprisingly, is Keeping the Moon by Sarah Dustin. I think I really liked this book, and it made me appreciate being different. I've always felt like I don't always fit in, and I think that this book was perfect for the fact that the main character didn't fit in, and no matter how hard she tried to fit in, it just, you know, it wasn't working out. But it was a way for her to learn to be more comfortable with herself instead of constantly changing herself to fit in with other people. And I really love that, because I think I went through that phase. Now that I'm older, like not so much, like I'm grown. But I know, like, during my late teen years and even in my 20s, my early 20s, I really struggled with that recreation of myself to be like other people or to fit in. And this book, when I read it, really resonated with me because it taught me that I don't need to do that. Like, who I am and how I present myself is okay, and that's enough. And it taught me to love myself a little bit more. Like, a Sarah Desson book did that. So I think that's cool. All right, so the last question is to tag someone to do the tag, but I don't know who's done the tag. This is why, like, this is my downside to doing tags. It's like, I never know who's done the tag. So then I just, screw up and I tag people and they've already done it. So if you're interested in doing the tag, definitely go ahead and do it. I think it's really, really cool. I love that she incorporated such a popular song right now into our community. I think that was just really, really unique and really creative. As always, if you like this video, make sure you give it a thumbs up. And if you want to see more content from me, make sure you click the subscribe button. As always, if you want to follow me on social media, all my links will be down in the description box. And I am so happy, y'all. And I'm checking my calendar right now because I'm not about to get this wrong. I'm not going to get this wrong. This video is indicative of Vlogmas day number 14. I've done Vlogmas for 2 weeks and I'm very, very, very proud of myself. Like, this is amazing that I've done Vlogmas for 2 weeks straight, not missed a video. Very, very proud of myself. As always, I hope you guys have a wonderful night. Bye.